What's up, guys? It's Pat from PopularMMOs.com, and I am doing a features video for Battle of the Immortals, a free fantasy MMORPG from Perfect World. And what I'm going to be showing you guys is the unique pet system. Going to show you the dungeons, show you a little bit of the crafting, talk about the PvP, and a couple other things. So one thing about this game, guys, is that most stuff just happens right in this main city of Atlantis. And a lot of stuff is teleported in this game, so the game seems, to me at least, that it was pretty quickly made, because a lot of stuff is just from teleporting. It just seems like they threw this game together in 5 minutes. But let's start a dungeon, and all you have to do is talk to this dude right here, and click start, and it'll throw you right into a dungeon. And the reason I feel like it was thrown together really quickly is because when you get into this dungeon, you're gonna notice that it's only one room, and this dungeon is just one room, which is kind of annoying. And it's cool though. One thing though is that these monsters are actually, like, they sync to my level. Since I'm 33, all the monsters are 33. And I have to kill 60 of these, so you can, all there is are the exact same monsters that I have to kill in here. And this is my pet right here, actually. This flying pig with wings is my pet. And your pets help you in battle, and this game does have an awesome pet system, and that's one of the main features of the game. And this is, I feel like, it feels a little boring. I mean, if you look at it right now, the combat is just me hitting them. And you do have some moves, though. I mean, they'll die a little quicker. And one thing that's really weird about this game is you get a special move that kills everything in one hit. And I'll just show you how that works. And you use your XP, which is right up there. And if you see this move right here, it's called Divine Judgment. And it's just going to kill everything pretty much around me. So if it's 0, it should just bash everything down. And everything's dead. The problem with I see that is pretty ridiculous in my opinion, just because it just makes things easy. I mean, if I needed to just kill like 8 or something, you'd be able to just kill them in one hit, and that'll recharge over time as you fight, or whenever you gain a level, it'll go back up to 1,000. And what's weird, the thing about that is, at the beginning of the game, you're just going to be able to bash through all the quests like that, because you're going to gain levels after like every quest, and then you're just going to be able to kill everything in one hit. So it doesn't really give you a good view of the start of the game, in my opinion. And guys, I mentioned in another video, this is actually a 2.5D game, and what that really means is that if, for example, if I move the screen camera angle, I can only move it to the left or right. I cannot move it up or down. So the camera angles in this game are completely horrible. You can't really see anything that's right next to you. Anything that's like more than 10 feet away you can't see, and you can't move your camera so you can see anything really in front of you, and that's really one of the problems in this game for me. So if you guys look right here on the screen, you can see that there's actually a time limit to the dungeons in this game. And so once you kill all the monsters in the room, you talk to like these dead NPCs on the ground and say something like this, and like, where is the prisoner? Then all of a sudden, like, a bunch of monsters spawn. I'm not sure why it works that way or whatever, and you can see that finally the boss monsters spawn. I don't know why they don't just make more rooms to the dungeons and not just put everything, and why they put everything in just one room like this. But this is the reason that I feel the game was thrown together real quickly. The game does have unique features like its pet system, which I'm going to talk about after this dungeon, but the game feels really automated. I mean, you're going to be auto-moving all over the place in this game, and the combat is not very exciting in this game. And if anything, a lot of the times you're just going to be trying to blow up the monsters with your special move. So we're going to fight a boss. I'll just show you. I mean, the bosses look cool at least, but aren't really anything exciting. And you're going to need some potions in this game. A lot of these free-to-play games are going to involve the use of potions. And you should be able to probably be able to solo these things. And one thing that's I'd say helpful, if you look next to the name, he has 2 stars, so you could actually tell that a monster is a harder monster. Because yesterday I was just going through doing some quests, and I saw this huge dragon. I thought the dragon looked pretty cool, and I started attacking it, and then it just killed me in one hit. I didn't notice it had 5 stars next to its name. So you got to pay attention to that kind of stuff. But you probably shouldn't go around hitting gigantic dragons when you're usually in a zone that's where you're fighting like wolves and stuff. But anyway, I got a stamp of promotion, and all the bosses in these dungeons are going to drop the same exact thing. They're going to drop a stamp of promotion. And it's not necessarily a bad thing that it does that, because those are going to be used to pick out your gear from vendors, so you automatically are going to get something that you really need. So I guess that's a good part of it. So I'll quickly show you guys, since this is the NPC that brought me to the dungeon. If you talk to these guys, they're the ones who sell the gear. You just go to their shop, and I got one stamp when I was in there. There's like 5 bosses or something like that. I just got out of it after because I just wanted to show you guys the boss. And you can pick out a piece of gear, so you could easily gear up this way, and that's probably the best way to get decent gear to start for your character. And the characters look pretty cool in this game, and the gear looks pretty cool. Actually, I want to show, because Perfect World's known for nice looking characters and mounts and stuff. If you go around like a main city like this, you could see some pretty like badass mounts and stuff that you wouldn't see in like many other games, which is pretty cool. And there is a little bit of lag because, I mean, this is the main city, so there's like tons of people in it. But as you can see, there's some pretty like cool people and mounts around. I would suggest going to a channel that doesn't have too many people if you have a problem with lag. So guys, I went to some monsters so I could better explain the pet system in this game. This game does have a good pet system. And if I'm targeting this monster, the Sea Beastling, right now, and you look right here, it says Seizable Tag. And while fighting a monster, you have a chance to obtain a pet. So pretty much any monster in this game, while you kill them, you have a chance of obtaining a pet. And you can have them as your pet. And they're going to help you in combat like Magic Piggy is helping me. So there are lots of funny looking ones like the one I got from a quest, and there are some real cool ones you can get too. So I could see a lot of people spending a long time on this if they really like pets. And to go to the pet interface, you could actually customize the pet's stats, and you can have a few pets here and summon them to help you with combat. And I could, since this game does have a lot of problems to it, as I mentioned, I mean there's a lot of auto moving and there's moves that just kill everything in one hit, but I could really see this as a game for, someone who really enjoys pets and doesn't like, real hard content in a game. So guys, these are some of the cool like mounts and pets in the game I wanted to show you, because and this is even a mount here, this harp thing. So there's some pretty interesting mounts and pets in this game. And I guess that would be one of the main points of this game. But the problem would be that this is an item wall game, so some of the coolest stuff is probably going to be on the item wall. So guys, one thing I want to talk about real quickly is the crafting in the game. And the materials you need for crafting, in most games, you can gather stuff in the world. And this is another one of the aspects of the game where I feel they just threw this game together, because in most games you can just gather stuff throughout the world. In this game, they have an open world in this game. Instead of putting stuff for crafts to gather in the real world, they made this a spot in the main city you can just teleport to, and it's called like the foraging grounds, and you just farm stuff here. There's a crystal area, mining area, herb area, and harvesting area. So you just come here and you just start gathering. And this is where everyone goes to gather, and that's what you do in this game. So it just feels cheaply made. I mean, it makes the game feel cheap when they do stuff this way. Again, the crafting in the game isn't available till level 35, but it's just going to be the normal crafting where, you need the stuff for the recipe and it'll just craft for you. It's nothing really special. And the last thing I want to talk about, guys, is the PvP in this game, and it's not available till level 75, so you do need to level up a lot if you like PvP. So it's not like a real PvP heavy game. It's like a type of guild territory battle. So if you really like PvP, you're going to have to level up quite a way to get to that level. This game does start leveling really quickly, but it does slow down a lot. Because you can get to level 20 in like less than 10 minutes, but after that it really starts to slow down. They start giving you quests that say to kill like 40 monsters, and it really feels like a grind after a while. But this game is free, guys, so it may be worth trying if you're looking for a game that's a little different. It does have some cool stuff in it, cool pet features. It's got cool looking pets, cool looking mounts, cool looking gear, stuff like that. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the full review on my website, PopularMMOs.com, and subscribe to my channel. See you guys.